Hello everyone, my name is Yang or Felix. Felix is my English nickname. I am about 26 years old. I don't really know the exact date of my birth. I was born in the countryside in Luang Prabang town. Today, I am going to share with you my life story by reading it. So, I never knew that I was born in the countryside until my family moved to Luang Prabang town. When I was 6 years old, I wanted to go to school, but I couldn't because I failed the ear test. Back then, in order for a child to be able to attend school, he must put his right hand over his head and touch his left ear. If he couldn't, then he had to wait for another year. So my brother is older than me 2 years, and he could reach his ear, and he went to school. And I couldn't reach mine, so I had to wait another year. My dad was a tuk-tuk driver in Luang Prabang town, but he couldn't make enough money, so he sold drugs to other people to make more money. In order to sell drugs and not have a problem with his clients, he needed to make sure the drugs were real. His way of checking it was to smoke it. Then one night the police came to our house and arrested him. My dad escaped. We didn't know where he went and whether he was safe or not. All we could do was just wait and wait. My mom also didn't have a job or food to feed us without the help of my dad. Many months later, we found out that my dad had been hiding in far away in the mountains. My mom decided that we moved there to live with him. There, my parents worked on the farm, growing vegetables, rice and corn. Not longer after that, I started to go to school. I studied in that school for half a year, and my dad decided to move to another village again, to a different village. It took us many hours by foot to get there. A few months after my family moved to a new village, my dad got married to a woman who had 2 daughters. Both daughters had different fathers. At the same time, my mom was very upset and disappointed. She didn't know what to do, so we all lived in the same house together. After he married a new wife, he started treating my mom differently. He would not care for my mom even when she was very sick, right after giving birth to a new baby. Moreover, my dad started yelling, shouting, and hitting my mom. He accused her sleeping with another man. He blamed my mom because he was sick and he had trouble peeing. So he assumed that my mom must slept with someone. My dad was abusive towards my mom because he was addicted to opium. And he had a new wife, so he didn't love my mom anymore. My mom never cheated on him, but he did not believe her and thus stopped loving my mom. He kept telling her to leave the house and never to return. My mom was really hurt and sad, so she left to live with her parents in town. My siblings and I didn't know my mom left for many days. I didn't see my mom at home and villagers said that my mom had gone to town and would never come back to us again. My dad didn't care, but I was 8 years old, so I miss my mom a lot and I cry for her every day. Suddenly, someone heard from the radio that she was getting married again with another man, and she wanted to send words through the radio to let us know that she couldn't visit us again. So back then we didn't have a telephone or smartphone, Facebook or other social media. So if your mom, your dad want to get news to you, they just send through the radio. She wished us to be healthy and strong, to work and study hard at school, and for us to take care of ourselves well. When I heard those words, tears ran down, and my face and my heart stopped beating for a little while. I was crying and crying. I was very sad. I was still a child, so I didn't know if I would ever see my mom again. However, I listened to her words and kept studying hard at school every day. I always wanted to be a good person and to be a good student for my family and the community. After a few years, I finished primary school in the countryside. I had to come to Luang Prabang town again because there were no middle, no high school in my village. My dad had to sell a dog and a pig to get money to send me to school. So I moved to Luang Prabang to live with my uncle and my aunt and their family. Now I'm going to read about my sheltered family. So there are 15 people in my family. My dad, my mom, my stepmom, and one older brother, 4 younger brothers, 6 younger sisters, and me. So my family is very big. About 15 years after my dad and my mom got divorced, my stepmom wanted to get a divorce with my dad because he had gone delusional and insane due to the excessive use of opium and other drugs. He even went to a prison many times. He could not even help or take care of himself, not to mention us. My older brother is about 28 years old, and he has followed the footsteps of my father. He is addicted to drugs and cigarettes, just my dad. But he still not at his worst state yet. He can still do a little work, such as making knives and carry heavy things to sell and earn a bit money day by day to survive. My younger brothers live with my dad under the house, barely has a roof. There are no doors to the house, but it doesn't matter because they have nothing valuable for anyone to steal. My older brother and my dad are drug addicts, so they spend everything they earn on drugs and smoke them every single day. 5 out of the 6 sisters, they are all married. 2 of them were married off at the ages of around 14 to 18 to the Chinese man. who were working in Laos at that time. Both of their spouses were abusive, and after being in China for some times, they were even sold off to other Chinese men. We never saw them again since they left Laos. The other three sisters are married and live in the countryside of Luang Prabang. My younger brother, who is 22 years old and had to become a novice for 4 years because we didn't have enough money to support him, and he didn't want to deal with the family's problems. He dropped out of school and he's now living with my uncle to help their family. My youngest brothers, who are 7 and 8 years old, are now living with my father and my older brother. My youngest sisters, who are 6 years old, is living with my stepmom in the countryside. Because of poverty and the lack of support, none of my siblings have any real education to help them to find a job to feed our family. Unfortunately, I was the first one in my family to speak English and have an education. Even though I wanted to continue learning, I had to put my education on pause and get a job in a guest house to earn some money to help my family. I bought rice and vegetables for everyone to eat. I also paid for my younger siblings' school fees, uniforms, and school materials. I have been helping my family for many years now, and I am still buying rice and vegetables for my family on top of paying for my siblings' school fees. My heart strongly believes that English is the way for me to get out of my cycle of poverty. English will enable me to help other underprivileged children like me to break their cycle of poverty. I want to change my life by going to a college. I want to be a successful person so I can help the people who I love and my community. I believe that it is not over until my dream comes true. I believe in myself, and I am very lucky that I have many friends from outside of Laos who also believe in me. They are the people who are making my dreams possible today. So now I am a college student at the Lao American College in Vientiane capital, Laos. Lastly, I would like to thank you everyone around the world who always believe in me and support me with everything. Because all of you, so I can become who I am today. And I would like to thank you very much.